What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you one of the best defenses slash best blitz in the game right now. The best blitz in the game has been the contain blitz, but we had a recent patch, so contain blitz is still good, but the contain blitz alone isn't as effective as it was before the patch because running backs do a little bit better job picking it up now. So this is kind of what's taking over as the best defense slash blitz now. So we're going to get right into that in a second. If this is your first time checking out one of my videos and you want to stay up to date on the best Madden 19 tips and gameplay all year long, consider hitting the subscribe button below and hitting the bell icon so that you join the notification squad. So the play we're going to look at today is out of the nickel 3-5 odd. It was one of the best defenses last year, and it's still, this whole year been one of the best defensive play calls this year as well. But like I said, with the recent patch, it's definitely kind of taken that spot as kind of like the top defense, and it's the LB Cross 3 Show 2, the Crossfire Blitz out of the nickel 3-5 odd. The best playbook to use this out of would be the Lions playbook. This is also in the Patriots playbook, but the Lions defensive playbook definitely is quite simply the best. Now, there's tons of different ways you can tinker with this and set it up, but the main and easiest way to set this up is to just simply spread the defensive line. You want to bring in this slot cornerback, you want to blitz him, and then you want to contain. And then he's going to be on a contain, and then you take the linebacker on the left here, you put him in whatever zone you want, and you're going to user him. Now that's it. Now, what's typically going to happen is sometimes you'll get both the cornerback right here and the looping, I'm trying to get on the guy, the looping linebacker here. Sometimes you'll get both of them in, sometimes you'll just get one of them in. It just depends. It's one of those plays that works a lot better in game than it does in practice mode. But it's definitely one of the tougher defenses to block. Now, what you're looking for here is basically something like that. So when you're getting heat in that quick, you do not have time to pass. Very simply, you don't have time to pass when it comes in this quick. There's really not really much you can do. That's pretty much the contain blitz activating there. And then we still have the looper. The looper almost came in, but at the last second, the lineman got over there and kind of picked him up, which is fine. As long as we get one guy in, we're pretty good. But if we get two in, it's just basically, it's just kind of like icing on the cake. So again, spread the D line, blitz that slot cornerback, bring him in, and then you contain. And then you want to use this guy over here on the left. Now, notice we have a seam flat over there on the right. If you're worried about maybe the running back going to the flat or something, you can shade your defense down by pressing Y or triangle and then down on the right stick. That will put him in a hard flat. If you're not worried about anybody going to the flat, you can, put him in something else like a vertical hook to have some more coverage over the middle. It's completely up to you what you want to do with that guy. Like, if you're in a 3rd and 15, for example, you'd probably want to put him in a vertical hook or leave him in his seam flat because you're not really too worried about somebody hitting the flats on a 3rd and long when you run something like this. And that's, again, now you see there we have both guys coming free. And that's ideally what you want. It's not going to happen like that every single time, but a good bit of the time you run this is exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get the contain activating off of the edge, and then you're going to have the looper coming in. And like I said, as long as one of them is coming in, you're fine, and you're pretty much always going to get one of them in. There's going to be instances every once in a while where they both kind of run into the line and get picked up, but when you're talking about blitzing in Madden nowadays, you're talking about probabilities. You want to run what gives you the best odds of getting to the quarterback, and this is one of those plays that just gives you the best odds of getting to the quarterback quick and just being very tough to block. You see, again, we got both guys in free again that time. I'm not really trying to use her too hard on the defense here because I'm using both controllers, but you can see, when it comes in that quick, there's not much you can do, plain and simple. Now, with this setup, usually online a blocked running back won't pick it up. Sometimes they will, but a good bit of the time, even with a blocked running back, this setup will still work because the running back kind of gets confused with who to block, and you see again there, we still got the guy off the edge. And that's basically, what you can expect. You really have to do a max protect type setup in order to, ensure that this gets blocked when you're running online. And when I say max protect, I mean blocking a tight end and a running back. Otherwise, you're still getting a guy in free. Now, one more kind of bonus, add to this, and this does not really translate at all into practice mode, but if you want to just kind of do an all-out blitz, like if it's 3rd and long, he's blocking his running back, he's got to go deep, and you're trying to send the house. Another thing you can do is, you can blitz this guy off the edge over here. and then you just kind of want to recontain. So you kind of have them, make sure they're both in contains like so. And now you're blitzing 6. Now, in practice mode, this doesn't really translate. Sometimes you don't even get, you know, an extra guy in free when you do this in practice mode. But when you do this in game and they're blocking a running back, you're almost ensuring that somebody comes free. Like that's when you pull this out online. 3rd and long, you really think they're going to block a running back. You see like right here how nobody came in. That setup for whatever reason just does not translate in practice mode. But in game, that is a hard setup to block in a situation where you know they got to go deep down the field and they're probably going to be blocking extra guys. But otherwise, I would just run the basic setup that I showed you on, you know, all the previous snaps that we just took. So right now, that is the best defense and blitz in the game. Of course, mix this up. Don't run the blitz every single down. You want to also mix in just regular coverage defense, you know, cover 2, cover 3, what have you. You don't want to just run the blitz every play. You want to mix it up, kind of confuse your opponent, but you definitely want to be sending the Heat a good bit of time out of this because it's extremely hard to block, and it will definitely, you know, take your defense where you want it to be when you're playing online. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, as always, just drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.